Hello, ladies and gents. I had to re record this video because I apparently had the first part of the other one cut off. So I was just like, okay, let me do it over again. Um, the funny thing that's been going on lately that has been going on for more than quite a while, since our existence, pretty much, as far as Black Americans go. Um, there's been this concerted effort to really try to basically gentrify us from our own creation, specifically music. And as you guys know, what I do with this rock and roll channel, I pay tribute to all of us who basically not only created rock and roll, but are also still involved with it. Um, but we see this in similar other musics. I mean, there's a concerted effort to try to even do hip hop recently. Shouts to Tariq Nasheed for making Microphone Check. If you guys haven't seen Microphone Check, check that out. Great movie. It's a must see. But as of also recent, we got some that think that they could do the same thing with jazz music. I recently went on this guy's channel. He's claiming that jazz is not black music. Now, keep in mind, this guy has no idea about black culture, no matter what he's supposedly read. And for all of you guys that don't know, that are non-black people that are listening, what we as original or foundational black Americans mean by black culture, we mean our culture because we are not only black by race, we are also black by ethnicity. And that's been something since since we've been here. And that's a long story within itself, but that's what we mean and that's what we've been knowing. Um, it's just really funny because this guy has gone as far as he could to try to basically disprove us, or jazz being black music. One of the things he tried to do was basically talk about European melodies, you know, that were used for jazz. None of us denied that, but there is a but. It's the way those melodies were conjugated. It was not in the European way at all, to the point it wasn't considered European music or related to European music in that regard. If anything, jazz was looked down on just like any other of our creations has been. Yeah, looked up on as N-word music, looked up on as demonic or subversive. Same thing happened with blues, rock and roll, hip hop, and even our own gospel music. Yeah, believe it or not, our own gospel music was looked at as evil. You know, um, this guy had the nerve. Talk about a reach. Check this reach out, you guys. Had the nerve to basically give minstrel shows credit in the creation of jazz. How low is that? Minstrel shows like Jim Crow. Yeah, that same Jim Crow that was weaponized against us. Keep in mind, these minstrel shows were mocking black people, doing caricatures and mimicking, or I'm saying mimicking quotes. They obviously weren't mimicking us. It was their mockery of us. The fact that they did shows like this mocking us basically was showing you what they were trying to quote unquote emulate. So right then and there, he contradicted himself. The fact that these people were playing what they deemed as black music and using black characters shows that he was serious. This guy didn't, he really pretty much contradicted himself with that. But the fact that he would reach and try to give such devil type stuff credit, That's a typical Ofe for you. They'll do anything. So I go to this guy's comment section, you know, and I commented a few times. And I actually reposted the comment that I posted because I didn't see it before. So this is what I got the last time. Check this out, you guys. This just proves to me that I knew what I was talking about and he had no comeback for it. The fact that he somehow blocked me, and this thing came up. It says, request contains an invalid argument. I tried to comment. I tried to basically like comment again. And that's what I got. So I know the devil is a liar. I'll tell you that. And these types are definitely Ofes because they don't like the truth. And it's funny. Cats like this dude will go out of their way to take credit away from us, whether it be othering what we've done or just totally denying what we've done. You know, taking away, I mean, seriously, dude. It's just really funny. Another thing that cracks me up that he said is like basically trying to exclude us from the culture because not all of us play music. Now check this out. I got something for you if you see this. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who the heck you are. I'm a musician. But the thing is, before I'm a musician, I am a foundational Black American. I am of the culture that created jazz. So I'm very much a part of it, and I understand the tradition, not just in a musical sense, but in a cultural sense. Something that you will never understand. And the fact that you do all the racial gaslighting that you do just shows it. Well, you can't be, you don't want to be racist. What kind of childish BS is that? You're calling it black, you don't want to be racist. Really? Every ethnicity has their own music, dude. Even like you're trying to use Stravinsky as an example, but even when he did Rite of Spring, he used a lot of things from Russian folk music. And seriously, he was blatant about his form of classical music being Russian because he didn't want it to sound like the Italians or the French. I know this because I love Stravinsky's music. And so for you to insult us talking about or racially gaslighting us, saying that we're playing identity politics, when you pretty much are doing that. The fact that this guy even had the nerves to try to gaslight us with Dr. King, as these Ofes always do, when they don't even know anything about Dr. King. They've never even freaking known anything outside of I Have a Dream. They would have been calling Dr. King, basically saying that he's an identitarian playing identity politics as well. So very disingenuous. You can't use somebody as a weapon when you don't even know all the stuff that he was about. And seriously, these are the same types that had Dr. King killed. So yeah, this ties all in, you guys. The thing is, we cannot let these people tell our stories when it comes to this music and the music, any form of music that we've created. We have to tell these stories. We have to tell our facts, our experiences. The fact that these jazz players suffered from the same Jim Crow that he's trying to give praise to. This guy had some nerves talking about integration. Dude, people were not integrated like that. People had to go to the back freaking door to get in the freaking Cotton Club that they were playing in. Charlie Parker was so pissed off, he got tired of people dancing and he sped that stuff up, and that's what created bebop. We've always had to resist racism. Talking about integration. You don't even live in America, dude. You don't know anything about Black American experience. This dude's over in England, the UK, wherever that is. But it doesn't surprise me whether it be those like him from there or from here that basically try to disassociate us from our own creations. That's been happening, dude. And he's continuing the same identity politics that everyone else has done against us. That's why it's up to us to basically have our own and not just leave our creations once we create for everybody else. We have to just, I mean, man, you know, just keep to what we've been doing and low key gatekeep, because everybody else does that, or they'll try to colonize what we've done and say that they did it. I'm not down with that, dude. And I'm going to always strike against stuff like this, no matter what kind of music it is that we've created. As a musician and also as a foundational Black American who is invested in my culture, I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not just music to me. It's heritage and culture.